everybody, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Unstable on the FTB's test server. This is SI Outdoors as usual, and today we're going to be working on some flower power, baby. Alright, we're going to get some of these mystical white petals here. I've already made a few of these. That was the wrong chest. But I'm going to show you exactly what they do. I do believe I have everything out here in the chest like I'm actually prepared. I mean, come on. Alright, so this is from the Botania mod, or Botania, or however you want to pronounce it. I'm going with Botania, but yeah, let's go with that anyway. Okay, so let's grab my water bucket. Alright, so the first thing we want to look at doing that you should do before you start this mod is grab the book called Lexica Botanica, or Botania. I thought it was always Botanica, but it's changed. Alright. This is the new book animation, which I think is just awesome. But anyway, basics and mechanics, we're going to go look at that, and we're going to look at the Pure Daisy today. The Pure Daisy is not only the most basic, but also the most important flower a botanist can have. This flower will purify any adjacent wood and stone blocks, as seen on the next page, into their purified counterparts, living wood and living rock, which can be used for crafting. Alright, so it's showing the Pure Daisy in the center, and you can surround it with oak or surround it with stone, and you can use the living wood to make the twigs that you can use to make Wand of the Frost. But more importantly, how to make it. The Pure Daisy requires 4 mystical white petals, which you get, shift right click, from putting any flower into the crafting anywhere, and it breaks it down into the petals. Okay, let's go back to here. Okay, so the petal apothecary, this is how you make that. Pretty simple. You take one of those petals, doesn't matter what color, and you make that. Okay, so that gets us to white petals, and to get any flower in combinations, there's multiple different combinations. If we go to let's go all the way back to the beginning, functional flora, there's a bunch of new ones. Flowers you can create. You can't find these growing in the world, like the daffomill, which takes some runes and some redstone root and some white mana petals, and we're not quite this far yet. What we're going to do today, I'm going to show you how to make these Pure Daisies, and we're going to look at making some mana generating flowers. So let's get on with it here. Much like the witchery mod, which we will definitely do more of, you got to use this petal apothecary kind of the same way. It doesn't have a thing you can click on, but if you throw petals into there and then you throw a seed, and it gives you a flower. Pretty simple. And then you just take a water bucket and fill that back up. And I made a water source over here. Okay, so Pure Daisy, just like that. Oh, so pretty. If you surround it in oak, and you can also surround it in stone, not cobblestone, it has to be stone. I learned that the hard way. And if you give it just a little bit of time, and there it goes. So it's went ahead and transformed the oak that's around it into living wood, and then now it's transforming the stone into living rock. So let's go ahead and chop those up, and we'll get on to what we can do with them. Okay, I'm missing my diamond pick, it broke. Oh, there goes another iron pick. Let's take a nap. I did make some Invar armor, which is only slightly better than, oh man, only slightly better than iron. You still have to be careful. I mean, on the hard setting that we're on. Oh, I forgot I got a new. Come here, come here, come here, kill that. No, I didn't get nothing. I enchanted a new sword. Alright, I'll show you what it says after we take a nap. Oh, there we go. Okay, I feel a little more relaxed now. Alright, so the new sword is sharpness 3, knockback 2, fire aspect 3. Not too bad, not too great. Let's get back to exploring Botania, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to pick these back up. No problems there. They have some kind of graphical glitch there. Alright, so you look at Living Rock, and these are all the things you can do with it. Runic altar, which we'll definitely get into later. Mana distributor, mana void, and these bricks here, which are going to be some of the things I'm going to use to finish building with. Alchemy catalyst, another big thing we're going to get into. Conjuration catalyst, that's way down the line with the elementium. And of course, building components. Crafting placeholder, that one I don't know about. Okay, so anyway, talking about building, this is where I'm at with the building so far. I do believe this is going to be the witchery side of it. Seeing how I made that nice and open, it should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it should be able to do a 15 by 15 in here. Just barely, once we get that far. Okay, so what do we do with botany? Well, or Botania. I keep saying botany. One of the things that we're going to need to do to get this whole thing started, you know, it's just like any other mod. It runs off some sort of power. So basics and mechanics, if we go there and we go to, no. Anyway, this book is a great source of information. They've done a wonderful job on this book. Mana manipulation, mana spool, predator, detector, spreader, distributor, lenses, void, mana star, portable, redstone, blah blah blah. Okay, mana pool. The mana pool is simply put a storage of mana. Mana can be inserted into it by usage of a mana spreader, and any adjacent mana spreaders will follow mana from it to increase their internal buffer automatically. Any functional flowers require a nearby mana pool to draw their power from. So you've got to have this mana pool, and you can, once you have a mana supply going to that, you can do other things by like tossing diamonds and ender pearls and tools and other such in there to basically to charge them up. So let's make us one mana pool, and then we're going to need a mana spreader, I do believe. Yeah, I think so. Get to the picture. I think that's the right crafting recipe. Let's get some gold. We're only going to use one for now. Let's grab one of these white petals, and just like that, we have a mana spreader. And we're also going to need a wand of the frost, which, let's see, there it is, forest. I keep saying frost. Wand of the forest, which is basically like your industrial power, the scanner that you could use to click on your wires, tell you how much power you got going on. It's basically the same thing as that. The book has some good information on that, and there is the crafting recipe. We need to make living wood twigs, which are pretty simple. Need to make 3 of them, so 1, 2, 3, like that. And then you can put any color combination, whoops, of mystical petals you want in there. I'm going to go with cyan and orange because those are my 2 favorite. So let's do that now. Make some petals just like that. Give me you. And just like that. So, where are we at? Alright. One there. One there. the living wood twigs, and we have a wand of the forest. This will come in handy in just a little bit, and I'll show you how that does. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is generate mana. This is going to tell us here, go back to the very beginning, functional flora, and there's generating flora. We are wanting to generate. One of the very, very, very basic flowers that you can use to generate is the day bloom. This says right here, it's rudimentary. Simply put, it performs a modified photosynthesis process in order to transform sunlight into mana. The process is rather slow. About 10 or a dozen of these should get the job done for now. I'm thinking 10 dozen will probably get the job done. But in any case, we're going to do a couple here. These flowers tend to compete amongst themselves for sunlight hits an area, thus having any other of the same type adjacent to it on any of the 4 cardinal directions will result in diminishing returns of mana production. And that means bad, good. Pretty simple. And these are the ingredients we put in the Petal Apothecary to get the day bloom. Now, let's go here. You have to do these one at a time. Make sure and have a water bucket on hand. And we're going to need orange, yellow, and blue. You get that there. Okay, so that's one more step here, and we always gotta have seeds. So there's 1 orange, 2 yellow, and 1 light blue, and then toss a seed in, and we have a day bloom flower. Now let's do a couple more of those. I'll do the rest off camera probably. Not a big deal. But now we have flowers here. Now what that book was saying is that if you place one down any of the 4 cardinal directions, you can't have another one. Well, you can, but it doesn't work as efficient. So the most efficient way is to have them offset, sort of like that. Now, for example purposes, we're going to take our mana spreader, and it's going to face back to where you place it. So the good thing about these things is you can rotate. I think you can rotate the direction you want it to look. All sorts of crazy stuff. And it's going to be tilted up. It's going to be tilted down, I think. That just turned that to grass. That's crazy. But anyway, as you can see now, it's tilted up and you see it's going at an angle. That's pretty darn cool. Let's go ahead and break it for the moment. Hello. I hope we're not broken. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take our mana pool and let's look at this real quick. I want to show you something. Where's it at? Alright. If we have this wand out, you can see that it shows you where the beam's going. After a certain length, I don't remember, 8 blocks, 11 blocks, it's something like that. There it is right there. That is a maximum distance that you can send this. Until any further you send that, it starts diminishing in power. So you want to set your mana pool somewhere before that at least. It doesn't lose power from here to there, but it's, you know, it gives you plenty of room to make your system. So here we are. We placed our mana pool, and we have mana spreader that's collecting mana from the day bloom, and you can see how it highlights the block that it's collecting from. Same way here. And there's your mana spreader collecting mana as it goes, and it's eventually going to fill up this thing here. Now, this is a pretty slow process, and it's probably going to burst here anytime. It's going to send a mana burst. I'm going to show you that. Come on, help me out here. There it is. Alright, so as you can tell, now we have some mana in our mana pool. From here we can drop things in like diamonds or ender pearls or iron and transform them into Botania magical items. A little note here on the mana spreader: it can only collect flowers in a certain radius, so don't make it too big and plop one of these down in the middle because it won't pick it up. Later, after I get some more resources and figure out where I'm going to do it. Oh God. I'm going to show how to build a ouch. Sorry. I'm going to show how to build a large-scale mana generating facility, I should say, not plant, because they're all plants. But I don't think I have enough to do it at the moment. Okay, for the next part of this video, I've been having troubles here. You see those items? Those chicken eggs? Well, I have set up a pipe right here, an obsidian transport pipe, which it says is kind of like a vacuum, but it doesn't pick it up unless it's right in front of it. It has to be like right next to it before it picks it up. Or at least it said it did. There it goes. So it has to be kind of like thrown at it. Well, there's many different ways to have a chicken farm, but I thought of one way to fix that would be the fan from the open blocks mod. But in this version of Unstable, no open blocks mod. So as a fix to that problem, Botania has a plant called daffomill. So the daffomill works like this, works as a fan of sorts. It pushes at the cost of a small amount of mana any items found in front of it. Shift right clicking with it with a wand of the frost changes the orientation where it's currently facing can be seen via the subtle wind particles it emits. So this is what it's going to take to make this. Of course, we're going to drop this in a petal apothecary. We're going to need a rune of altar, some yellow mana petals, which those are just the flower petals dropped in the mana pool. The redstone root, which is pretty simple, grass, redstone root. But this dude right here, the rune of air. This tells you how to make it, and you're going to need a runic altar to make that. So this is how much mana it's going to use on the runic altar. But to make the runic altar, we're going to need a mana diamond or a mana pearl. It's going to take quite a bit of mana to do this. As you've seen in the beginning of this video, I managed to find a dense ores diamond ore block, I guess you want to say. So since we don't have ender pearls, of course, we're going to do this. All we got to do is toss this in here. Hopefully there's enough in it. Oh, or I don't miss. There went another burst. And we don't have quite enough mana in there just yet. So we're going to have to wait just a little bit longer. Oh, wanted to show you guys that you can stack these flowers on here, and that's going to be very important when I show you the tutorial on the mana generating plant. So remember that. But anyway, I'm going to sit here and wait for this diamond to turn to the, what was it called? The mana diamond. And when that happens, I'll be right back with you. Okay, so runic altar. I don't know if it's this position or being above the flower, but every time I click on it to add items, it's crashing. So, yep. Let's try this again. Okay, hopefully we got that. Hopefully I didn't lose it. Oh my god. It's not in my inventory. Okay, so after the crash, I lost my runic altar, so I need another diamond. Let's try it again here. Thank you very much. It takes forever. I can't wait to get a better system set up. Let's grab... where did I put it all? I hear you guys back there. Shut up. Okay, anyway, let's get back to what we need to be doing here. Living rock. Need to make a new runic altar. And... like... no. I think I did that backwards. That with the diamond. Yeah. There we go. Alright. So, I went ahead and raised this up and shot it down at this, and then I'm going to put the runic altar up here, and then that way I can do that, I think. How do you line those up? There it is. Alright, so we're shooting at it now, and we need to add, let's check our book one more time so I can not mess up. Basic mechanics, runic altar. We were doing the daffomill, functional flora, daffomill. There it is. Okay, so feather, string, mana steel, and yellow carpet or any carpet. So feather, string, leave that, get rid of those two, and carpet. So there's that one, that one, that one, and that one. Now I should just be able to right click that. It's shooting at it. Got a little spark above it. And this is probably going to take a while. Okay, so I think this has received enough mana. Now all we have to do is take a chunk of living rock here. And the book said to drop it on top of it. There we go. So it has disappeared or fallen off. Okay. Let's try this again. No. There we go. Okay, so now the living rock is on top of it. Everything's slowing down, looks like. I don't know. Do we have to like place it on top? It said drop it. It should be apparent when the altar has received enough mana. When that happens, just drop a piece of living rock on top of it. Oh, and use the wand on it to collect your rune. Alright, here we go. There we go. Alright. So that is the rune of air. Now we were going to make the daffomill, I should say. And it works as a fan. We need to learn how to make it. Oh, that goes into this altar here. We got a brown and a yellow and a white, redstone root, and a rune of air. Redstone root, brown, white, and rune of air. I think that's right. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we need a seed to drop that in there. Oh, no, it's not right. Well. Oh, forgot the yellow. Haha. Forgot the yellow. Now let's drop a seed on it. Aha! So, daffomill. Now I want to blow this that way. Which, okay. See, the fan particles are going that way. So we should be able to take our wand on it, it said. Let's go. Shift right clicking with a wand of force changes the orientation. Where it is currently facing can be seen via the subtle wind particles. Okay, so looks like this is a 90-degree kind of dealio. Not much on the angle. Let's change this and put it here. So anything that Eric, that way, yeah. Anything that gets laid in front of that, hopefully. No. Well, it don't work. But anyway, thanks for watching and letting me stumble through this this episode. You know, some of these mods are still new to a lot of people, and especially very new to me. And if you have any suggestions or any comments you would like to make, please let me know. Leave them in the comment section or on my Twitter account, or any way that you can manage to find me, or on I have an engine account too that I use on ftbs.com. But with that being said, thanks for watching, guys, and peace out. Bye bye.